Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M12, the Tier 7 American SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Murovanka, and it's under the command of Angelina75 of OLIMP. And it's her first entry into this week's competition to win the Weekend Lion. Yes, let's see how she gets on. Game on. Well, as you may know, Angelina won last weekend's competition, but only just. The funny thing was that in Talon's last submission, he actually played a game in the Hummel where he actually scored a higher win 8 than Angelina did. He also just missed out on a Confederate medal by one tank, and if he hadn't killed the IKD that fired at, and instead of just winged him, then he would have got the medal instead of his teammate, who actually also, well, they both would have got a Confederate. And of course, then Talon would have won the Weekend Lion with a higher win 8 and same level of mastery. It's a 155mm howitzer, capable of doing 600 alpha, 39mm of pen, and 7.2 meters burst radius. Engineer's ready to go. First target she spotted. It's a T-29, but she's instead aiming for the Batchat 12-ton. Lined up, rounds out, and she gets a hit with her first shot, 299. Now, I do know that Angelina is trying to mark the M12 at the moment, which is why she is getting regular battles in this little Arty, which actually is a very good Arty to play. I know, I've got 3 marks on mine, and you can get very accurate. The only problem is it doesn't have a whole lot of ammunition. Only 20 rounds to play with, which means you have to be careful that you don't waste any, because otherwise you might run out and then you won't be able to fire anymore. That shell overshot the Patriot. Notice how she's changing position after each shot, so there's no chance of counter-battery. The enemy wouldn't be able to. And she is watching to see where the shells fall before she moves, so she's not firing and then scooting immediately. She wants to see what effect the shell is actually having upon the enemy. It's important information she needs to know. Okay, that Chi-2 is backing up, rounds out, looks good. Oh, it is good! 203 hit points. She splashed him, and she got stun assist afterwards. Now this 112 is on 2 deep into our territory, and he's about to go out the gate because he's down to 33 hit points. And a T-43, I think, was it? T-43 got him? Yes, it was. Okay, we've got a T-34-85 over here, and this guy just killed one of our guys instead. Rounds out on him. Oh, but even though he was hiding behind the house, Angelina still managed to get 172 hit points off him with a splash. Now this Batchat's asking for another round. Angelina's styling in as quick as she can. 26.56 seconds is the reload time. Angelina's got 21.76, which is very fast. Rounds out on the T-29. Go for the engine. She actually splashed around behind him. Now that was down to RNG. The shell didn't go exactly where she wanted it to go, but it was still a good shot nonetheless. She knows the M12. They only built 100. They were based on the M3 hull. They built 60 in the first year and 40 the next. Most of them were sent over to Europe, but some were kept in the USA to train other Arty players, or other Arty players, other Arty users. And they were very, very effective. They used to call it the door knocker because it was used to take out bunkers. Another direct hit, this time 182, and got the stun assist when the T-29 was wiped out. The Cromwell took the kill. So Angelina's picking up not only actual damage, but stun assist as well. Tiger P's the next target. Now, she's aiming just on the body. Rounds out. Direct hit, right on the money. You see, that's interesting information that she needed to know. If she just shooted and scooted, she wouldn't know that. But by actually doing what she did and watching to see what happened to the shell, she knows that guy is damaged and she got part of it. Okay, he's down to 1086 at point. She fires straight away, and again she gets another direct hit, another blind hit. Now the enemy Arty's trying to run away from our teammates, and he's up there. Oh, he's just gone. Okay, so the enemy doesn't have any more Arty, but the Tiger P has taken note of the fact that he keeps getting hit, and he's changed positions to try and use the buildings to his advantage. Angelina's got a red line there, but she can fire fairly close to him. Oh no, she gets a red line again. Well, she fired close to get some stun. I think she does need to go further to the west again so she can get shots around that house. She's doing it. She's also getting close to the enemy. We've got a 6-tank advantage, but by getting closer, the shots are more immediate. If the enemy makes a mistake, then she can take advantage of it really quickly. She fires at the splash. She gets it. 28 hit points and stun. Now, it doesn't have a whole lot of stun. It's actually 11 to 23 seconds, but most of the time it's on the short side. Our teammates are trying to go for capping the enemy cap. That's a bit of a mistake because they've got a Patriot up there. He's a very fast-firing 90mm. She fires around in him. Oh, she's got a direct hit right in his side. 250 hit points. And now she's aiming for the Dicamax, which of course has got a much more powerful 15cm gun. And, well, very thin armor. Yeah, I think she's realized that the Patriot is the bigger threat to her teammates. But if that Dicamax looks like he's going anywhere near the cap area... Oh, he took a direct hit as well. That's another one. She doesn't have to worry about counter battery now, simply because there's no enemy Arty left. The FP207 out of the game. But it does mean that Angelina keeps firing again and again and again. She just needs to select the next target, and she's very good at doing that. The Soto comes up to a ridgeline to try and shoot. She lines the shot up, rounds out, and yes! Another good one, 221. Angelina is really, really getting good at Arty. Of course, she does belong to a really good clan, OLIMP, which has Oxidor in it. He's a top streamer, very big Arty player, very worthwhile being in his clan, because of course a lot of Arty players. Another direct hit, 97 hit points, but 310 stun assist. She's really blocking it on the stun assist now. And that guy goes down, she picks up the rest. The Basoto's on the move. He's the last enemy alive. And Angelina's after him. Oh, before she can shoot, he's taken out of the game. But the game's over, and it's a victory. Here's the end of battle results. And that was the first-class tanker for Angelina75 in the M12. She also managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, she got 10, twice as much. She also got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on her team. And, well, she didn't get any kills at all in that game, but every tank counted towards that Confederate then. And her win rate from the game, 3,053, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, she got the highest damage in the game in that one. Yes, she was working away at it. She didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool, but she did get the highest damage by sure. 2,588 hit points of damage. The next highest score being the M4Y with 2,374. And after that, the T43 managed 2,039. They were the only 3 players who managed to get over 2,000 points of hit points. When it came to kills, though, it was actually the M4Y and the T43. Between them, they both managed to get 4 kills. 3 kills went to the Cromwell. He also picked up a Leather Slaves medal in that game. And 2 kills went to the ELC-M90 on our team and the Patriot on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, well, Angelina, of course, no kills. But when it came to base XP, Angelina's in second place because the T43 managed 1,166. And Angelina managed to get 947 with the M4Y getting 917. The T43 was the only player to get over 1,000 base, but Angelina was very close behind along with the M4Y. She fired 14 rounds, a very good amount of rounds. The game was actually fairly fast, 7.5 minutes or so. So to pump out 14 rounds in 7 minutes, yes, she's working hard. 7 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot. Now, was that penetrating shot the Batchat 12 ton? No, it wasn't. Surprisingly, it was actually the Dicamax. The Dicamaxes don't have much armor. 564 hit points from that blind shot. Because remember, Dicamax was, she didn't know where he was at the time she fired, but she did get a direct hit. She was fully dialed in on him, lined up, and the shell went straight through his armor. Didn't kill him, but it certainly did shake him up, and he lost most of his hit points and died shortly afterwards. She also got 13 splashes in the game, 2,588 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 80 the enemy, didn't get any kills, but she did get 963 hit points of stun assist off 13 stuns. And I think if she just got a little bit more stun assist, then she would have got the ace tanker out of that one. But a first class is still very, very good indeed. Now, on a premium count, she earned 28,597 credits profit from that game. And she also got 5,683 experience points after getting a mission completion reward as well. And she said, yes, that will do. It's a good playset. It's a good start to the week because it really does make it very hard for Talon to come back with a better result. Because, of course, now he has to either match this with a first-class bruiser and a Confederate and a higher win 8, or alternatively, he has to come back with a first-class bruiser and 2 medals. Or alternatively, he can come up with an ace tanker. And if he gets the ace tanker, he wins the weekend lions straight away. And since Angelina's won the last, was it 3 or 4 weekend lions? Yes, I think he wants a weekend lion for himself this time round. Actually, I don't think it's 3 or 4. I think she's won the last 2 weekend lions. But I would not put it past Angelina to get another ace tanker and win it outright. But we do love a good competition, and I think a lot of us are cheering for Talon to try and get a weekend lion. But it's a good start to the week with Angelina getting a first-class bruiser and Confederate. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.